this is Paul Flores with Infoblox. Today we're going to cover how to deploy an on-prem host from scratch for Blox One DDI. You first start, like with any cloud service, by going into the Cloud Services portal for Infoblox. Once you log into that, you'll need to go to Administration and Downloads. This is where we store the different versions of on-prem hosts. You'll see you have an option for download package for VM or download package for Docker. VM will download the OVA file to use with ESX/VMware. So presuming you've already done that, the next thing you'll need to do before deploying is go to Manage and On-Prem Hosts. Once there, you'll want to create a join token with a unique name. Once you create the join token, the system will automatically generate the token, at which point you'll copy it and save it for use in your on-prem deployment. Now the join token is in my copy-paste buffer. I'm going to switch over to my VM deployment. I'm going to import the downloaded on-prem host OVA. As you can see, as part of the initial setup, there's a spot for me to drop my join token. I also need to configure my IP address. Let's make it 53 for DNS. And my other network settings in order to allow this device to talk to the internet and therefore also talk to CSP. Once I've done that, it asks me if I really plan to do it. Yes, I do. And I'm now going to deploy. So the OVA file is about 1 gig in size, and I'm deploying this on a 2019 MacBook Pro with SSD, so it's not going to take very long for it to do what it needs to do. And it's finished. Now you'll notice that the default setting is for 8 gigs of RAM and 4 CPU cores. You can make this whatever size you like as long as it's larger than 4 cores and 8 gigs. The software will scale performance-wise based on the amount of hardware you throw at it. So once I type finish here, we'll go ahead and fire up the Blox One On-Prem host. And it'll go through its machine boot up cycle here, and we're just going to kind of watch that for its entertainment value. At this point, we see the on-prem VM is up and running. However, it is not yet connected to CSP. You can see the status shows that the agent is unhealthy, but the Docker instance is alive and running. At this point, we can see that the on-prem host is active and running, and it has cloud connectivity, which means it's connected to CSP. You'll notice that there has been no user interaction with this system beyond the initial install. So let's switch back to Cloud Services portal and see if we can find this host in here. So again, we're logged into our Cloud Services portal. We go to manage on-prem hosts, list of all of our on-prem hosts. Since my join token had my name in it, I would expect to see it under my name, and sure enough, the system has indicated this was a new ZTP on-prem host. As you see, it's got pflores-demo-video with an ID number behind it to indicate that this is a new on-prem host that was created with that join token. Once the on-prem host has been joined to the system, it's possible for me to go and rename it. So I'm just going to call this pflores-demo-video. And now I have access to enable or disable any services that I need. As you can see, I've renamed it and it is now available for provision.